was right.
A nice tackle immediately by number 8.
And now that'll bring us to about a second and mid with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. So far, a lot of small ball from Santa Rosa. A lot of small ball and a lot of power runs. That offensive line has been doing its job so far, is protecting that bubble, protecting the quarterback, the pocket, and just allowing him whenever he needs to, allowing him plenty of time. Now they're back in the eye with 3 wideouts. Here he's rolling out to his left, throws left side, and it's nearly intercepted. Solomon Hall nearly came up with it. He could have had 6. But that will bring us to a 3rd and 5.
Caroline, almost intercepted there by number 4, Solomon Hall.
But all Santa Rosa needs to do here is they're within striking distance. They can come up with one big play, and as long as they can just find that hole between the safety and the lower cornerback. Honestly, I think they can either get it to the goal line or all the way. Back in the eye. Now 3 of his wideouts to his left. Left side. Throws incomplete. He overthrew it, intended for number 21. That's Talon Patrick.
For number 21, Talon Patrick. Solomon Hall, the closest defender.
And that will bring us to a 4th down.
On the incomplete.
Now the question is, are they going to go for it? Because that's a pretty long field goal, especially for high school standards, but you know, you're only 5 yards out. You can get the 1st down with one good, just one good flat with a block.
Yeah, they're going.
It looks like they're going back to the pass. And he got him to jump off. 2 of them jumping off that time. And I believe that will get them the 5 yards they need.
Yeah, exactly what they wanted.
The smart play there, just, you know, not even thinking about running the play yet. Just thinking, you know, try to get him to jump off, try to get that free 1st down, and then if not, maybe even call a timeout.
Was called against West County. That is a 5-yard penalty.
And that gets them the 1st down.
4th down and about half a
You're
yard.
gonna get from a defense that hasn't
At
had
the
all that
20-yard
much time
line.
together.
Or correction, that's going to be a 4th and inches. They're going to run out of the shotgun. What are they going to do?
Up the middle.
He's going to take it himself, pushes his way, and I believe he got it. That's the direct snap to Hudson Carolyn. That's his second direct snap of the night, and he's been doing his job so far out of the I believe the Wildcat.
Tackle was made by number 81, Liam Drake.
That does move the chains.
First
So now a 1st down. 1st down would get them at the goal line. And honestly, at this point, you can just keep chipping away like they've done. They have West County's defense off balance right now.
Yeah, very methodical approach so far that the defense has not had a comeback for.
And they get him to jump again. Number 5, Carlos Pardo was the one under center right there.
And Pacheco does not look out with that.
Called against West County. It'll now be 1st.
Santa Rosa playing a very mental game
The
so
ball's on
far.
the 13-yard
They'll
line.
now sub in Adrian Madrigal to the halfback position. There it is. He's going to take it himself. Pardo to the outside, inside the 10, but he's going to go down about the 5. Good run right there. That gets them. That gets them the 1st down.
The line of scrimmage by Solomon Hall and Cassius Bradbury.
Now that gets them to a
gain
1st and goal.
5 yards. It's going to be a 1st and goal at the 5.
That West County defense needing to stiffen here. So once you make the 1st score of the game, the statistics go in your favor. I'll tell you that. And the handoff, Madrigal up the middle, pushing his way, and he's got it. Touchdown, Santa Rosa. Adrian Madrigal with his 1st of the season. And Santa Rosa strikes first, 6-0. What a way to push down the field, just chipping away at the yardage, just yard by yard. And so far, the West County defense being a little off balance, especially with 10 of those yards going to offsides penalties. As now the Panthers will go for the extra point. That will be Anmol Singh. Trying to get him to flinch again, and the kick is blocked. Nowhere to go.
There's a flag on the play.
But a flag is down. The question is, was it an offsides penalty?
Logan Mitchell.
And it looks like it was on Santa Rosa, but the penalty is declined. So the score will remain 6-0 with 5:20 to go. So far, all Santa Rosa at this point. West County needing a little bit of steam.
Singh teeing it up, and once again, Byzantine and Mitchell keep for West County.
And kickoff will be preparing with Anmol Singh kicking it away, and downfield the Tiger.
Gio Byzantine.
Excuse me, West County will have Gino Vicentini taking it out. And there it is, the kick. It's a good one, and Mitchell will take it out about the 10. Cuts back up the middle, down he goes. And he got absolutely clobbered.
And a big hit was put on him by Adrian.
A little bit of scruff afterwards, but nothing comes of it. But a huge hit right there. And a good job on Mitchell to hold on to that. So we haven't seen the Tigers yet. Excuse me, West County. Dear Lord.
That one will take some getting used to.
Oh yeah. Well, when you go to a high school for 4 years and then suddenly they change it all up, it throws you through a loop. Let's hope that's what West County can do to Santa Rosa right here. The handoff goes to 26. Jaden Bradley nowhere to go.
Handoff goes to Wade Stringfellow.
It's time for West County to put the foot on the gas pedal. Let Sammy
by number 32,
loose.
Adrian Madrigal.
Get him using that arm of his.
Coming out of the shotgun, they got 4 wideouts. Snap to Long, the handoff right back to him, and he gets about 6. Bradley's able to make up for the short one on the last play. Brady, my apologies.
Third down and 8 at the 25.
So it'll be a 3rd and long right away.
Long drops back.
Under pressure, throwing right side, he's got him!
There's Hohader.
Past the 40, and he's in the clear! Inside the 35, all the way! Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Unbelievable run by Hohader. He broke that first tackle, and he got ahead of steam.
Long's pass was complete to number 11, Ian Hohader, to the big gainer.
And so they're going with the no huddle.
Knocked out of bounds by Nolan Frost.
Similar to Dan Marino's Miami Dolphins, and it looks like
Whistle down by the referee.
Looks like the officials are going to talk.
Still on the field.
Imagine if they call this back. That's going to be a long way to walk.
That was a 65-yard pass play.
65-yard reception for Hohader. That ought to help your stats.
1st and 10 at the 15. The roughing the passer
So,
was declined by
straight
West
off the
County,
bat,
the
West County coming out with the big guns.
That's what we're going to see from this West County offense. A lot of firepower here. It's the defense that'll be the big question mark going into this.
A lot of volatile plays, which is going to lead to an offensive shootout. And if you're a football fan, that's what you want to see. They're going to get a first and goal because of a penalty on the play. Now here's Long lining up. Lobbing left side and incomplete. No flags intended for Solomon Hall. That'll stop the clock at about 3:53, and it'll bring us to second and goal. Something I will say is traveling the entire length of the field is a handoff, moving to his left, but he gets stopped up at around the 5-yard line. So Brady gets a couple on that one. Still going with the no huddle. There he is. Throws right back, and he's got him. Touchdown, West County. Right back to Vistine. And West County has tied it up. 3:25 left in the first quarter, and in just 3 plays, check that, that's 4 plays, they're able to get all the way down the field. As now they will go for the extra point. And for the extra point, that's going to be number 51, Aiden Nothig. Extra point takes the lead. It is up, and it sneaks into the left post. It is good. And West County leads for the first time of the day. 3:25 left, a huge offensive explosion right there. That's what you need if you're West County. But now they need their defense to come up again. You got to remember, Santa Rosa just picks away at the field. Very similar to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense style, especially after they acquired Tom Brady. And what he does, they just pick apart the field. And if you're a defense, it gets really frustrating. It's a mental game when they just keep on chipping away because you feel like there's just nothing you can do. But if you come up with some big defensive plays, like a sack, like a 7-yard sack, that can really get the blood flowing. They'll now be setting up for the kickoff.
West County's got all the momentum right now. Just got to capitalize on that and try to get a 4 and out.
But the dangerous thing about football is how quickly that momentum can swing.
Aiden Nothig set to kick off. Deep for Santa Rosa is Ryan Hesh and number 5, Carlitos Carter.
Now Cassius Bradbury will be setting up for the kick. And there it is, and it's a good one. All the way inside the 5, is going to be taken out. He's going to move his way back to the middle. There's a flag down, and he goes down just past the 15. That was Carlitos Pardo.
Returning team.
Question is, what was that flag? And it looks like it's on Santa Rosa, so they're going to lose a little bit off of that as well. So that's going to pin them back at their own end zone. And as an offense, you really don't want that. But with Santa Rosa's good power running game, they can get right out of there in just 3 plays. And the most dangerous thing about a power running game is if your runner can pick up steam when he gets in the clear. All it takes is just one small opening, and there goes 65 yards. On the 9-yard line, 91 yards to go to the end zone. And the handoff back up the middle. Gonna get a few on that one. He hands off to Hesh, number 18. And the chants going on with the cheerleading squad. Santa Rosa playing the exact opposite of West County. Slow and methodical. Unlike West County's no huddle, hurry up offense. There it is, and handoff back to Hesh. He's gonna move his way to the outside, and I believe he might have gotten a couple.
Ryan Hesh, the carrier. Tackle made near the line of scrimmage by number 52, Nicholas Wilson.
It looks like we will have a 3rd and mid.
1 yard, it's going to be 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4, this is West County's chance right here. You can maintain momentum, make them punt it away, and then you get it at like the 40-yard line off the punt. And then you can drive right back down the field.
You saw just how quickly on the last drive how West County went from that 3rd down right into on the other side of the field.
And the receiver jumped off sides, Hudson Carolyn. That's going to be a false start, and that's going to push him back a little further. Definitely, that's what you need if you're West County.
3rd and 9. About the 11.
Can't fall asleep to the run game here. That's what Santa Rosa was relying on.
Absolutely. Now, if you're West County, the question is do you run the aggressive man coverage, or do you just cover in like a cloud zone just to make sure nothing big happens? There he is, and the fumble on the snap. He's going to have to take it. Ball comes out,
Touchdown.
Picks it up, touchdown, West County.
Anthony Pacheco.
Anthony Pacheco on the scoop and score. 1:22 left, and the Tigers are up a score.
That is how you keep up that momentum.
Talk about momentum. As Ostabiza had trouble with the snap, he tried to do too much. He tried to get out of the tackle instead of just hanging onto it and hitting the turf. And that's what happens. You get hit while you don't have full security on the ball, and it just comes out. And right there, Pacheco is ready to pick it up and take it right to the house.
That's a huge mistake there. Even if he holds onto the ball there and gets sacked in the end zone, that's only a 2-point loss instead of 7.
Absolutely. But the thing is, when you're in the moment, you know, many players, they try to do too much, and the most that he could do at that point was just throw it away. As the extra point is just good. As Aiden Nothig sneaks it in there.
8-point lead.
And now West County has an 8-point lead. You know, something I find hilarious is that our mascot isn't the Tigers anymore, but we still have the paw at midfield.
We don't talk about that. We're the home of the Tigers on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I showed up here in a Cleveland Browns jersey thinking that would be a neutral color, but I had no idea that Santa Rosa's colors were the exact same, the orange and black. At least I'm the Cleveland home color, so it's sort of, you know, it doesn't look like doesn't look too bad. I walked up to the press box. Kids look at me. They turn around and, wait, whose side are you on? So I had just cheered on a Tigers like 10-yard gain during the junior varsity game. I was originally going to wear my Capitals jersey. That probably would have been a lot better for this. Now
Cassius Bradbury back.
They'll be lining up for the kick. Cassius Bradbury.
Nearly
Here
12 players on the field for the kick, but got that sorted out.
Almost a big mistake. He squibs it left side, and that'll be taken out by Pardo.
Nearly marked.
Back to the middle, and he's got nowhere to go.
Huge tackle by Andre Pena.
Snuffed out by Andre Pena. As you can see, it's the momentum that's playing into their game right now.
This is what Coach Bourdon wants. Coach Brown wants this too.
Coach Bourdon is such an animated coach. He was one of my favorite. Actually, I heard correct that he was my favorite physical education teacher when I was here.
So much energy, so much life in this program right now.
Absolutely.
So many people that love playing for him.
And it's especially huge with the merging of the two rival schools, Annalee and El Molino, into West County, as now they set up, well, it looks like a goal line formation as they hand it off back to Frost. He gets a few.
Another good run for chunky yards. That run game's working well.
Absolutely. We now tick down with the last 36 seconds of the first quarter, and it looks like the Panthers are just going to clock it. They're just going to wait it out. Or you never know, they might pull something out of their hats.
Try to catch the West County
Try to
defense
catch them
asleep.
off guard.
Oh, they're
Trying to
going
get
for
him to
the
jump
offside.
off again. Now he's going to take it himself. Nowhere to go.
Quickly brought that.
Carolyn on the direct snap again.
Lucas
Carroll, the
Castleberry.
ball carrier. Nice tackle made around the line of scrimmage by number 50, Luke Castleberry. Tigers
Picking up on that power run game as that will drain the rest of the first quarter. A good one so far. A bit of a power swing from Santa Rosa to West County. But that will conclude us there. Current score is West County 14 and the Panthers 6. And we will be back with you in just a moment. So here we are to begin the second quarter as West County lining up in a goal line defense as Santa Rosa still running the power play. The hands off, just pushing his way, still going. Madrigal still on his feet, and he's going to get the first down.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
They've been given to us
As the band music
go down.
just belts out of the speakers. Santa Rosa just doing what they do best. Especially a lot of credit going to Madrigal. This man just doesn't go down. What should have been about a 2-yard gain, he kept pushing. He got all the way to 6.
6 players on his back too.
I gotta tell you, I guess you do that if you're in a goal line formation. There they go again.
Not
This
much
time
passing.
to Carolyn.
Hudson Carroll, the ball carrier. Another nice
If you ask me,
tackle by
I'd
Luke
say try to
Castleberry.
run some sort of fake toss play with Carolyn because
Gain of 2 on the play, it'll be
because he looks like an agile running back, and you know, if you got that agility, you know, running up the middle, you're not going to get nearly as much as if you can, you know, get to the outside and find yourself just like with 1 or 2 men to beat.
I've never seen a team this reliant on direct snaps. Ridiculous.
And he
number.
takes
There's
it
another.
himself, leaping over his own player
What a run.
as Pardo takes it all the way to the 40.
a nice run by number 5.
And I must say, this is entertaining. It kind of reminds me of the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson in that wild card defense. Honestly, if you ask me, I'm not quite sure who their first string quarterback is because they've snapped to so many different people.
It's
A lot
one way
of credit to
avoid
them.
hurting feelings by just not making one concrete choice.
I guess it's good for scouting as well because they have no idea who to scout. He goes right back to Carolyn.
Another run play.
Gets a few more right there. And you wonder if they're just waiting for that one play fake. Just try to find the West County defense sleeping.
It's got to be incredibly difficult
Honestly,
to play call for Coach Brown.
I've seen offenses run a primarily wild card offense, but I have never seen a defense run goal line defense on every play except for Madden. And he's going to take it himself, Pardo. To the outside, he almost broke free, and that's what I'm talking about. It's those little gaps opening up as he's able to pick up the first down and plenty more, past the 50 down to the 48 now in West County territory.
Gain of 7, first down for the Panthers.
How do you defend
The West County 49.
Personally, I couldn't tell you. Clock just ticking away. It's already down to 9:20. There it is to Pardo. Now the handoff, and there's the power run again from Madrigal. All the way to the 40. Still going down to the 38-yard line.
I am glad I'm not trying to take him down.
Yeah. Well, he'd only need his two. He'd only need 2 index fingers to stop me. I mean, you just see him pushing through 3 different players.
My goodness, listed at 6'2", 240 pounds.
Yeah.
That is a man.
He's got the high school height, but like the weight of Vontez Perfect.
Oh my goodness, running like Derrick Henry out there.
Absolutely. I'm gonna fake it to him. Oh, and he trips
my
on a
goodness.
ball, comes out. I didn't see who was on, but there's a flag down. The question is, who's the flag against? The Panthers get it back. A little bit of a scare right there.
Are we signaling someone for a face mask? Yep.
And it's a face mask on West County. That's going to give him 15 yards.
Wow.
There goes that mental game.
Gordon is not happy with that one. That's a big mistake.
Massive mistake right there. Once again, the Panthers just capitalizing on all the little chunks of yards that they can get. Now lining up with Pardo again.
Another flag.
And the flag is down. And it's going to be a false start, so that West County is going to get a little bit of that back. And that's going to give him a first and 10 with the running clock going down from 8:22. Definitely reminds me a lot of the 2019 AFC wildcard. Titans and Patriots.
Oh my
There goes the high school version of Derrick Henry again. Past the 30, and he gets those yards right back. Now, another thing you got to remember is they're down by 8, so they do have to get the 2-point conversion if they make it all the way.
But you have to wonder, with how conservative they've been playing so far, if they even want to take that risk.
You never know. I mean, if I'm the head coach, I would go for it, knowing, with their running game, you can just keep pushing your way through the middle. Just keep giving it to him. And he's going to fake it to Pardo. Gets a little bit of an opening, and now down about the 21.
Pardo is shifty.
He just, one thing I have noticed that he's excelling at is the really hard pivots. A lot like a shortstop, I would honestly say, in baseball. These guys have to, they have to react on the dime. This guy right here, he's able to completely shift his weight in no less than than like 2/10 of a second.
To have to go from trying to tackle him to Madrigal, that is a ridiculous.
Especially if you have the linebackers that are heavy, and he's going to
Pardo
take it
keeps
again. Pardo down to about the 15. They must be averaging about 6 yards a run right now.
No real answer from the West County
now
defense.
West County will be switching into more of a goal line friendly defense as they work their way down to the 15.
And you saw on the initial run plays by West County, the Santa Rosa defense was able to break through and get him down in the backfield, and West County still hasn't gotten a single backfield tackle on
It's
some
that
of these
offensive
runs.
line as he hands it off. Still on his feet. Nearly broke free that time. That was Carolyn on the run. Hudson Carolyn, another one of those Wildcat running backs.
Carlitos Pardo was the ball carrier in that play. The ball was loose. Recovered by Santa Rosa.
Looks like the ball did come loose on that play, but Santa Rosa was right there.
Santa Rosa timeout.
And they will take a timeout here. Now, if you're West County, that's a huge break, because this is what you need to reset your defense, to get them into a new mindset. And at this point, with just 15 yards to cover, I think they might switch to a more aggressive style, a lot more power up the middle to see if they can just break through and try to break through that tough O line, that inside line more specifically.
And you really have to wonder why Santa Rosa would go for a timeout there. They seem to have a good drive going, and unless they have something really different going in the red zone, then
it's also possible that that the coach saw something that he didn't like. That's a really common reason for like mid-quarter touchdowns. You want to keep, I talk about momentum, and some people would say you kind of lose momentum when you take the timeout, but it's a lot better than losing the ball. And Pardo's going to take it inside the 5, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Santa Rosa. Carlitos Pardo with his first of the game. And now they're going to need a 2-point conversion, but they now have the chance to tie it up.
Flag on the play, but it seemed to be during the celebration.
Most likely.
Picked it up quickly.
Now, if you're West County, you want to go for another one of those big play drives. Get another one of those, even like a 40-yard play.
That was.
Oh, and the Panthers
Yep.
will get the penalty flag, and that's going to make this 2-point conversion a whole lot harder.
There go the "you can't do that"
Here comes
chant.
the "you can't do that" chant. Now you start a new chant if you don't like what your defense is doing. What are you doing?
Yeah. You have to wonder if the quarterback will get to use his arm on this play.
Looks like he is. They're going to snap that
Oh,
to
he will.
Ostabiza.
A throw.
Right side, he has his man. Cutting back to the outside. Diving, but he can't get there. Hudson Carolyn with a good effort, but he just can't get it. That was nearly a perfect play. It's a call right there. They catch West County playing that cloud defense. Sitting back in the end zone, covering the mid-range.
But even when they need a large chunk of yards, they still throw it short. They're really not going for any deep passes.
Absolutely. Here. So West County catches a break there, and they will remain in the lead, but they surely will not have comfort. Those 2 points can be erased in just one play.
But we also saw how quickly that West County offense can respond. So
absolutely, and that scoop and score by Pena seeming a lot a lot more needed at this point.
Oh, yeah.
6:15 to go in the second quarter. Now they will be lining up with Anmol Singh for the kickoff, and the Tigers lining up with Dason DeVries, and it looks
to be Byzantine and Brady.
Byzantine. And another short kick, and it looks like
Fielded by Byzantine.
Byzantine will take it out. They'll cut it
block
back
by
to
Brady.
the middle. Able to get past a few down to about the 29.
Good chunky yards for the squib there.
Absolutely. And at this point, that also feeds into the conservative play by the Panthers. You know, squibbing instead of kicking it all the way down and risking a possible, kick return to the 50-yard line.
But now we see how that Santa Rosa defense can respond, because they certainly weren't able to stop that long play for Hohader.
Absolutely. Now Long lining up with 4 wideouts. They're going to be probably going back to that no huddle again.
Yeah, there they go.
Long in trouble
Long
now,
pass.
lobbing it downfield out of the range.
No, Solomon.
Out of the range of Solomon Hall. That'll bring up a second down. He nearly had a big one on that one, but
He had him beat.
But that is a tough throw to make, because, and honestly, it's better to throw it, out of range than to throw it too short and risk an interception. They're lining up again in that same formation.
Yeah, they're throwing again.
Now they're going to run on the screen. He's got no blocks, and he still gets away.
Ooh.
Solomon Hall getting about 7 on the play. He'll get up to the 32-yard line.
Third and short.
That will bring up a third. That'll bring up the 3rd and 3. So you wonder if they're going to go right back to Hohader.
Hohader can beat him in single coverage there.
Now he fakes it. Now he's going to
Lars
take it
running.
himself. He's got the yardage. And a good little QB sneak from Sammy Long there. He just keeps the drive alive.
He got
Sammy
there.
Long keeps it. And tackled by Luigi Ariano.
You just wonder where that big play from West County is going to come. Takes it now, the handoff, nowhere to go.
Brady stopped in the backfield.
And
yet again.
Brady just stuffed about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring back about a 2nd and long.
Offensive line for West County doesn't look nearly as strong right now as Santa
More
Rosa's.
of a passing-oriented line, and they need to
So
take
they
advantage of that.
nearly
Long
jumped.
throwing over the middle, got his man
There's
Josh
the
Kidd up to the 45.
Good play.
And he just gets him on that quick slant, and Sammy Long's able to sneak it in there.
Looked to be a first, but the ref's calling for 2nd down.
It's going to be a 3rd and very short, a 3rd and 1. And it looks like they're going to call the flag.
Oh, false start on the offense.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start, and that's going to push him back. That's a huge penalty there for the Panthers. So there we go. It goes from a 3rd and short to a 3rd and mid. So here we are, a 3rd and 6.
Oh, he's looking at 08 on the
Long,
outside.
looking, throws.
There he is.
And it's in
dropped.
and out of the hands of Hohader. He had him open, but he's just not able to come down with it. Little bit underthrown on the play, even on the cutback. It'll bring back a 4th and mid. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Very risky play here, especially with Santa Rosa having plenty of time. You absolutely have to convert this here.
Bourdon has a lot of trust in its offense.
He absolutely does. Maybe that's a good thing. Long in a little bit of trouble. The screen.
Jumped off to Brady.
Brady still up
not
and
get there.
nowhere to go. And they turn it over, and Santa Rosa has it back at the 40.
But a nice tackle by number 11, Nolan Cross.
able to get nothing going there after the
Short of a first down.
after that big catch from Josh Kidd over the middle.
The West County 41-yard line.
Now the defense really needing a stop here. You can't clock it at this point because there's 4:10 remaining.
But it would not be a surprise if the run game of Santa Rosa would run out the rest of this clock.
They absolutely would. They would, because even a field goal gives them the lead here. So I say you just punch it up the middle. You take it himself, and he does. Up the middle, Pardo, all the way to the 30. That'll bring us inside 4 minutes.
Carlitos Pardo keeps it. Tackle made by Cassius Bradbury. After a gain of 9 yards, it's 2nd and 1 at the 32.
So it's going to be a 2nd and short. And now the handoff. Up the middle, he's got some room. Down to about the 25. He goes back to Hudson Carolyn.
Santa Rosa still has 2 timeouts left.
Hudson Carolyn, the ball carrier. Tackle made by
They can
Cassius
use that
Bradbury.
to their advantage, especially with the game that they're playing.
Gain of 7 yards. That's the first down
Clock is
carry for
absolutely
Kansas.
on their side right now.
Oh, watch Madrigal here.
Back to Madrigal
There he goes.
to the outside, and he
Wow.
goes down about the
Strong
20. Another
tackle by
big
Solomon
gain.
Hall.
The ball carrier. Nice open field
Another gain of
by
about
number
5.
Solomon Hall. Gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Now down to 2:47. In just 3 plays, they have almost taken off a minute and a half off of the board, and it looks like they're going to, with it ticking down from 2:33.
They have total control over this clock.
Tries
Now
to get him
they're
to
trying
jump
get him
off, and now he's going to take it himself. Back to the inside, he gets a little bit.
Bring up 3rd down.
Carlitos Pardo with the carry.
Now that brings up a 3rd down, and here is the Tigers' chance. You come up with the stop here, and you get about a minute and a half. Get about a minute and a half, or even with the stop, they still have 4th down. If you're Santa Rosa, even within this kind of field goal range, I think they would go for it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is, back to Madrigal. Did he get it? I don't know if he did.
Even if he didn't, if you give it right back
You
to
give
him,
it make it a 4th and short if it's, and it looks like it will be a 4th and 1. Well, correct that, 4th and inches. The two guys are having the 2 markers are having a conversation right now.
And it's going to be 4th and 1.
And that 4th and 1 with 1:23 left. You absolutely need this 1st down. There it is, takes it himself, back to the inside!
He got it.
And it looks like he got it. They had him for a second, but he broke free. And that will give them the 1st down. And now at this point, if you are West County, you do have to play that clock. And it looks like Santa Rosa will take their 2nd timeout of the half. They will stop the clock at 1:11. That'll give them plenty of time, as with that 1 timeout left, they might be going for like a play and a spike, because you know the coach has got to have a lot of confidence in his running game to get them enough yardage to be able to keep spiking it. And it's that you know, starting to the outside and cutting back in, and West County just hasn't been able to stop it.
When you have the shiftiest player on the field, and you have someone who, once he breaks past the line, he's 50 pounds heavier than anyone trying to bring him down, I mean, you have a huge advantage.
Then you factor in you factor in like the measurement of newtons into the equation.
Oh,
You have velocity and weight, and
a lot of momentum there.
You got one heck of a runner right there. This crowd has been very, very quiet throughout the Santa Rosa's offensive showdown. As it's going to go right back to Pardo, all the way to the 5-yard line. Clock ticking down. A minute to go. You take it, Madrigal. Pushing up. He didn't get in. Clock ticking down from 40, and it looks like. And it looks like a timeout for West County.
Looks like a timeout for Brown to talk to the defense there.
Absolutely. These last 37 seconds of this half could be absolutely huge.
This could be a big stop. If you can go into the half only down 1 instead of down 5.
Yeah. And that's if they're able, if they go for the field goal, which I think they could easily make it.
Yeah.
At the goal line, it's basically an extra point.
But you have to remember they had that first extra point blocked, so.
Yeah, you do have to remember that. Here comes the crowd.
Here's some noise. This is what we need.
And I would say the silence of the crowd could definitely be playing with the defense's head a little bit.
All right, fans, it's first and goal from the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. All they need is to just dive over the top.
And who do you
If
give
you're
it
Santa
to?
Rosa, you give it right back to Madrigal. So you can just push through that first line.
Who else?
There it is.
Oh,
no, it's going to be
Pardo
Pardo, and he
keeps it.
walks in for the touchdown.
Wow.
And Santa Rosa leads for the first time since early in the first quarter.
Only
First
0.2
quarter.
seconds went off the clock. Wow. That
A
was
quick touchdown there.
But with the firepower that West County has on offense, you have to see that that's plenty of time for
You can drive down the field in 33 seconds.
especially
with
65-yard play.
Yeah, especially with the weapons that that West County has on offense. You have Josh Kidd, he's a speedster and he's got some hands.
Solomon
And then
Hall's
if
had
you
a
can
few
give it
too.
to Hawhader again.
Pardo broke
And
the play.
it looks like he did. He broke the play, and that'll be a 2-point conversion.
6-point lead.
Now they lead by 6. It'll be 20-14 Santa Rosa, and
Bourdon's rallying the troops. Keep those heads high.
absolutely. It's 33 seconds left, and if you're Santa Rosa, you go straight to prevent defense.
Oh.
But even then, with 33 seconds left, and I believe West County still has 2 timeouts on the board.
They do.
Anything can happen.
Especially with this firepower on the West County offense.
Yeah, especially with this volatile offense, an offense that has some really high points, I guess you could say.
Now the question is, do you have too many options? Who do you go to?
These Lions have been serving as the chain gang at all home games for the last 20 years. The Varsity Lions are part of Lions International, the world's
Bourdon
largest
hyping up
organization.
the troops.
Generally known for their eye care efforts, their motto is
No one better than
"We
Bourdon
serve."
at that.
And they're doing that
Yeah.
right now. Want to know more about the Lions? Find them on Facebook.
Now they're going to be lining up with
Or see one of the chain gang after the game. Thank you,
lining up
Varsity
with
Lions. Let's give them a big hand.
Jaden Brady and Gio Byzantine back there.
Byzantine. I'd predict another squib on this one. You especially don't want them to take it back right here.
Oh yeah.
There's not much you can do with like 20 seconds.
Yeah, there's
and it's
squib.
a really short squib taken out
Well fielded.
right there. Moving to the outside.
Trying to get down.
Back to the middle. And
Yeah, he
oh, the
crossed
ball
the ball.
comes out, and Santa Rosa's back on it. An absolute catastrophe for West County. There we are, another number 21, Justus Kazarati, trying to do a little bit too much with that, and he loses it. They would have had it at the 40. But now Santa Rosa has it back with 20 seconds left from the West County 40-yard line. 41, correct me.
One shot for West County to try to stop this offense.
And it looks like now they're going to have the quarterback coming out. Number 2, Estebiza, Julian Estebiza. And they will take their
last timeout when the clock's already stopped.
Well, at this point, they're probably just looking for a new game plan. They see something, and they realize, because technically speaking, any defense is capable of being broken as long as you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
21 seconds left.
I bet West County at halftime is going to be talking about how to break down that offensive line.
They absolutely will. They absolutely haven't been able to stop it.
So this is a defense with just as much firepower as that offense. They just haven't seemed to have things right. Getting down the strong runners of Santa Rosa.
And I must say, the power running game is pretty difficult to stop. So here we are lining up out of the shotgun with 4 backs. And it looks like West County just took a timeout.
Okay, mental games.
Absolutely. And at this point, that's all you have left. But I guess the good thing about that is no one can call any more timeouts, because then they would draw the flag. Yeah. And if you're either side, you absolutely can't have that. We've really only seen Julian Estebiza for about 3 plays or so throughout this whole game. It's all been wildcats and direct snaps. Pardo doing a lot of the head duties with that wildcat.
Man, has it worked well.
Here they are. Estebiza down the right side. It's intercepted. Hohader gets revenge inside the 10-yard line, and the West County defense gets it right back.
They have 14 seconds to play with now, and with 1 timeout left.
14 seconds left. I don't know. This could get crazy.
It could. 2 turnovers on 2 straight plays, and I guess that's why Santa Rosa's been running with the conservative game there. Hey, you might want the exact opposite of that on the other end.
Yeah.
Throw it up to Hohader to catch it.
Yeah. I mean, he just got his revenge right there. He got the interception, an absolutely huge play, saving West County from most likely 6 with how this Santa Rosa offense has been playing. And now let's see if they can pull off a big one of their own. Now Sammy Longback on the field. And there's the screen. Hader up the middle. He had his blocks, but he gets tripped up about the 20.
Quick timeout.
An absolutely huge play by Frost on the tackle. Nolan Frost. Funny enough, been the only target really on offense when it comes to the passing game.
We've had Solomon Hall in a few, but hasn't been able to get in spots where he can bring him in and make that big play that he's looked like he could.
So 7 seconds left. I would say play the lateral game, but West County's been having trouble holding on to the ball so far.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to give it right back. And because on the turnover, it'll stop the clock. And if they turn it over with any time left on the clock, that leaves you wide open. So here we are, back to the even 2-2 with the wideouts.
This could very well be the last play if they
most likely the last play of the quarter. Lining up with Brady to his right. Long, up top, Hader, incomplete.
Looks like passing.
No flags.
Wow.
No flags on the play.
That is a missed call.
From there, it looked like there was contact before the play, but they're not going to call it, and here comes the boos from the crowd.
Rightfully so.
That is unbelievable.
Man, but you still got 1.4 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's the difference of having the ball at the 40 with 1 second left compared to compared to all the way back at the 23, and these fans are not happy.
But I still would not want to be guarding and angry in Hoheda right now.
Oh, absolutely. And he's in trouble. He's gonna just pitch it, breaking away all the way to the 40. He dumps it off to Byzantine. But that will end the half as the tides turn. Santa Rosa now has the lead. It's 20-14 as we'll head into the half. Do not leave yet. We still got a good one.
Would you please welcome the West County Cheer Team. Performance by the West County Cheerleaders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the West County Dance Team.
Don't push the fence over.
Randy, you just
He walks in like a boss.
This is 50
Yeah.
amp hours.
Who the hell's Bucky? I don't know who Bucky is.
This is
Oh, Brian? Oh, yeah, he can come in.
this is illegal to take on an airplane. Yeah, or also just because it's over the 90.
Why not?
No, it's like, you're a Bucky. I'm like, who the hell is that? You're like, Brian.
What is that?
Oh, no. It's
What is that?
It's a cricket. Oh, okay, well then grab it. Delicious. I'm calling you Buck.
Fine.
Just keep saying you're okay.
And welcome back, everybody. We will be beginning the second half of this game. If you haven't tuned in yet, well, you got a good one. So far, it's been a lot of Santa Rosa in this one, as they've been pushing a really good power offense so far. Just a lot of runs up the middle, a lot of wildcat going on. As they will be receiving to start the second half, currently up 20-14.
Be interesting to see if West County has made any adjustments to stop that run. Well, first half, there's no signs of stopping it.
Absolutely, you might need to go to the extreme. You might want to put basically just take out all your corner, just go all linemen.
Oh yeah.
Or not linemen, but you know, your regular linemen and then linebackers. I don't know, linemen would be pretty fun, but you know, then they can just pass on you.
Well, you got to force them to pass at some point.
Absolutely. So Cassius Bradbury will be kicking away for West County, and it looks like
waiting on the
back
referees
at
to
around
get
the
to their
10-yard
spots.
line. It's going to be Carolyn and Ryan Hess for the reception. And the bugs are running rampant here. You look at any of the overhead lamps, and they're just swarming.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it's an
onside
onside kick
kick
to start the second half.
That is aggressive.
And the ball came loose, and it
seemed to
looks
work.
like West County got on it. And West County has
Wow.
it at the 38-yard line.
What a start.
Talk about an adjustment.
Now that is what you get from Coach Bourdon.
Absolutely shocking the entirety of this stadium. Liam Drake with the recovery. An absolutely huge play when you're down by a score.
Wow. That is how you change
Unbelievable.
momentum.
Question is, can they capitalize on this? They still got 38 yards to go, and in the high school landscape, field goals are not very easy to come by. As Sammy Long will be lining up with his man Brady on his left, and he goes right to Brady, but nowhere to go.
Another quick stop. Wow.
And it almost came loose, but he held on. What an unbelievable decision, and what an unbelievable turn of events.
Can't be
You know, that gives me shades of Super Bowl 44. The Saints down by a score, onside kick against the Colts, and the Colts had it for a second, but it doinked off the helmet. He lost it as he goes right back to Kidd inside the 30 on the slant. But as I was saying, you know, it's these big plays that win you games, and honestly, I think Bourdon is just the kind of guy, the kind of coach to call that kind of play.
Oh yeah.
Now they'll be lining up with 3 wideouts to his left, still with Hohaver on his right.
Hohaver in motion.
He's gonna pump fake, now throws over the middle. He's picked off by
Wow.
Frost. At the 10-yard line, he works it back up to the 25.
We're right back where he started.
Frost just holds his position on the route, and there is absolutely nothing that Long could do by the time it was out of his hand.
Wow.
So they were trying to go with that top route, and in that situation, you want to run a lobbing pass, but he tries to sling it in there, but Frost he was just lurking there. He was waiting for it. A big play for Santa Rosa right there. And Nolan Frost, despite the few plays that he has been involved in, he's done quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Go right back to the Wildcat with Pardo.
Oh,
breaking free past the 40. Down the sideline, past midfield. And there's that big pickup from Pardo. What he has been waiting to do all night long.
You could tell they were banking on the handoff to Madrigal, though. They were not at all ready for Pardo.
And that's what they've been banking on this whole time. Oh, there's a flag down. They're going to call that one back.
Goodness.
Might have been a holding penalty. That's tends to be the most common on those big plays.
Chains are still moving. Oh, now they're heading back. Oh, there they go.
And they will be taking it back. Huge blow for that Santa Rosa offense right there. That was a huge play. And here come the boos from Santa Rosa's crowd. They are livid with that one. And if you're, that's gonna bring it all the way back to the 41. You lose about 15 yards on that.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. It's the snap to Pardo, right back to him, and he gets about 7.
Part of the ball carrier. Tackle made by Liam Drake. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 at the
Now with about 10 minutes to go. It's been mostly Santa Rosa in this one. West County, they had it with that onside kick, but that interception to Nolan Frost just kills you. Goes right back to the run. He only gets about 1. This time taken by Hudson Carolyn. Crowd getting into it now. West County defense needing that.
No Madrigal out there.
It is.
Interesting.
With back to Frost, and he trucks his own man. He gets the first down and plenty more.
Plays that he's in. Man. Big interception and the big run there.
Tackle made by number 4.
Great situational player there.
Gain of 12 yards on that play. It is 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the West Coast 44-yard line.
And now I will say with the conservative play of Santa Rosa at this point, if you're the Tigers, if you give up any touchdown right here, it might be over with as they go right back to Carolyn.
You can't.
It's about 5.
You cannot be giving up 5 yards on a play that they've done many, many times in one game. Got to put a stop to that. Make them do something else.
Especially with those 5-yard gains, you know, you average a first down every 2 plays, and that's a killer for a defense. Clock ticking down from 8:23 now.
What a strange start to the half.
Absolutely. Pardo, he'll pass it, and it's dropped in and out of the hands. He had 6. Anmol Singh had it wide open.
There's where they
in a huge break for West County. That'll bring up a 3rd mid. Unreal.
So many times we've talked about how they could capitalize on getting the defense to fall asleep on that simple direct snap.
And they had him asleep.
They did.
A huge missed opportunity. If you're West County, you're going to get a safety in there right away.
We already have some huge what-ifs in this half.
Yeah.
Man, those could decide the game.
That could decide the game. If they don't convert right here. Pardo to the outside, and he does. He converts.
Wow.
He just barely converts to about the 33-yard line. So now the clock.
Carlitos Pardo with a first down carry.
Clock's now at 8 minutes left and still ticking down.
sense I got from talking to the West County players is just that they did not know a ton about who would be the ones to watch on this Santa Rosa team, and you have to wonder how much the coaching staff knew of who to game plan for, because right now it looks like they don't know what to do.
It's always the first game of the season, you know, when you have absolutely no scouting. If you ask me, you absolutely need a practice to face a full-on dedicated practice to take down an offense like this.
Oh yeah.
Madrigal moves the ball forward.
Madrigal gets another
Tackle
5
down
right
low
there.
made by Ian Hohader. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 at the 30.
You gotta wonder how much of this defensive game planning you can actually translate to future weeks when you're playing a team that has a more traditional offense than Santa Rosa's.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to take it himself, bounces to the outside, and he's got an opening. They almost had him, and he's out of bounds at the 15, and there's the flag.
What is the flag for? That looked like a perfectly legal hit.
Not sure what the flag was. Are they going to try and call it on? Are they going to call helmet contact?
No.
That looked like a clean. At least to me, that looked like a clean tackle. There's a personal foul on the defense.
That's bizarre.
Absolutely. And that's a huge play. And that gets them all the way to a 1st and goal.
It's one of those things that's entirely out of your control that can completely swing the game. You don't want to see that.
Yeah. And the handoff,
There's
Madrigal.
Oh my.
Still,
he
the ball
lost
comes out. Who's on it?
Looks like they kept.
I think they got right back on it.
They did.
And they did.
Madrigal, the ball carrier, recovered his own fumble. The hit was made by
Almost a
Liam
big
Drake.
break for West County, but
A big break they would have needed.
yeah, but Madrigal, being the big guy that he is, he's able to just snuff that one out. Here they are, Pardo, right side.
Man.
The dive
Oh,
can't
wait,
get him,
misses.
diving for the end zone,
He got there.
and he's in for the touchdown. Pardo with his 2nd. And Santa Rosa leads by 2 scores.
7-yard touchdown run for number 5.
And a great effort from Pardo on that play as he just keeps going to the outside. He just ekes out of the range of that dive, and he's able to dive and get the ball just inside the pylon. And that will bring them within. That'll bring them now to 2 scores.
You might expect them to go for 2 here just so that they can get to a 14-point game.
Absolutely. The last field goal attempt from Santa Rosa, the extra point, was blocked. And it looks like they're going to go. They're going to go for the field goal, and it looks like. Or actually, correct me. They're going right back into that offense.
I think they'd go outside with Pardo again with how stacked they are.
Yep, and it looks like they will. Now they're going to throw it. Catch is made, but he doesn't get in.
What a play
A
by
huge
Hohader.
stop right there. Hohader keeping it within just less than 2 scores, as long as you factor in the PAT. So there may be still life for the West County.
There's absolutely life there. Just look at Bourdon. He is still very much in this game. He always will be.
And he always is. And you notice as they start going up the middle, Santa Rosa adjusts to that outside run, and you know it's just it's nothing short of brilliant play calling from Santa Rosa, just sticking to their guns
You know, not trying to do too much. You know, the most they've done is the little, like, the fake direct snap and then actually passing it.
And you have to wonder how much Santa Rosa knew what to game plan for when you're going up against a program that is two merged into one.
There's a lot that you have to think about, and it looks like Santa Rosa did the right preparations.
Oh yeah.
Now they'll have Daniel Escucha for the kickoff. You wonder if they're going to go for the onside right here. I mean, you get the ball back here, and you set your offense up for another drive, and you basically get the game completely out of range. But knowing Santa Rosa, they will more likely just go with the squib.
Yeah, that's what you would expect.
West County needing a big play here.
You still have Brady and Byzantine
They'll
back
have,
in case it gets that far.
Yeah. They'll have Vistine in the very back for the reception. So here we are with 5:58 in the third. Looks like a miscommunication. And now we will go. And the squib, and it looks like it will be Brady. Going back to the middle,
Strong
gets
return.
past the first wave, and there he goes! All the way to the 40-yard line.
Nice kickoff return for Jaden Brady.
Brady giving West County exactly what they need right there. That is prime field position. And now it's down to the offense to come up with something right here.
But offense has not been the issue in this game for West County, other than that one interception from
First and 10, West County at the
which
40-yard
seemed
line.
to be a fluke.
Well, something I will say is that something that is, I think, has really killed this team so far in this game is the turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
Many, you know, multiple fumbles. You have that interception right there to Nolan Frost. The handoff back to Brady. He's going to get about 3 on the play.
They still just have not established that run game.
Jaden Brady, the ball carrier.
I think that's something that has helped Santa Rosa lock down the passing game in these last few drives.
2 yards on that play. It's 2nd and 8 with the 42.
So they are right back to the shotgun. Looking
looking
long.
long.
Down the
Solomon
sideline
Hall.
and
Not
out of the
gonna get
range of Solomon Hall.
Long pass intended for Solomon Hall. Defended nicely out there.
Now that'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Incomplete. 3rd and 8.
Big 3rd down here. They'll most likely go for the 4th down if it comes up, knowing just how much momentum Santa Rosa has. And honestly, I go back to that slant, Josh Kidd, and they do right to Kidd, and he breaks the tackles and gets to the 40.
Good yards there.
Josh Kidd, and a really good mid-range pass catcher, wide receiver, with them just not able to get Hohader.
And 10 from the Santa Rosa 40.
So here we are with just under 5 to go. Semi Long in trouble.
Might have to run.
Throws on the run, wide open!
Found Byzantine.
Byzantine! Touchdown, Byzantine! West County within 1.
That is
A
big
huge play as he left him wide open over the middle. And that's going to be a
Someone's-
West County touchdown.
Looks like someone from West County is hurt on the ground.
It looks like that's number 52, slow to get up. That is not what you want to see.
No, yeah, he still has not gotten it.
Injured West County player is Nicholas Rosa.
not ideal to take another hit to a
that
core of
defense.
linemen that, man, they just have not been able to do a lot for the running game so
West
far.
County not catching any breaks right now. You know, they get the onside kick and then the interception. Earlier they had the return all the way to the 40, the kick return to the 40-yard line, and then they lost it. Many of these breaks going to Santa Rosa right now.
And you have to say, being within one score after everything that's gone wrong, it's not a bad spot to be in.
Absolutely. If they make the extra point here with
No Thig back there.
that would be No Thig lining up for the extra point.
Wow, it's Wilson still down on the ground. Not a good thing to see. You have to wonder why they have not gotten paramedics out to him yet. If he needs help off the field.
I mean, he hasn't even moved yet. That's pretty serious. As the beautiful scent of manure washes over the field, all too perfect for a moment like this.
Welcome to West County.
Welcome to this. And now he's able to get up. That's actually 62, Christian Reyes, who went down. And good on him for walking off the field, especially. You know, you got to feel bad for him now, and he's only on one leg.
Still does not look great.
Yeah.
He should be getting more help than that. He shouldn't have to put that much strain on one leg to get off.
As he now makes it to the sideline. You can tell he still wants to go under his own weight, and that's very admirable, as they will set up for the extra point. And the kick is right down the pipe. So that makes it a 5-point game with 4:46 left in the third.
Just how aggressive will they try to play it? Will we see another onside kick here? Who knows?
That would be amazing. So West County now preparing for the kickoff, and that will be
Bradbury to kick
Bradbury
again.
once again to kick off.
No one back deep to return for Santa Rosa. I guess they don't have much faith in the leg of Bradbury, or I guess they don't expect a long kick.
And with that kind of setup, even with the long kick, you can still you can still either trek back to the 10, or you just let it go for the touchback. So here they are setting up. Absolutely the drive you need to get down.
Yep,
And they do it again.
Yep.
It is up, and this time
not
it jumps loose again. He had it again. It came loose. Santa Rosa has it.
Wow.
A huge scare for Santa Rosa right there.
But Cassius Bradbury has these onside kicks down.
Absolutely, yeah. And with the onside kick, it's all about the spin. That frontal spin. Make it really hard to come down with.
Oh yeah.
That last one. You see him. It looks like he has it locked down. But it's because the ball will, the very tip of the ball will bounce off your chest, and it will go, completely out of, completely out of your grasp.
And you typically don't have your best guys at fielding the kickoff right up at the front. You don't expect that.
So it looks like it'll go
Pardo
right
again.
back to Pardo. He only gets about 4 on that one.
Leo's Carter, the ball carrier, tackled by Andre Pena. Gain of 3. Second and 7 at the 46.
So now coming down on the 4-minute marker for this third quarter.
There's some crowd noise.
If you're gonna get a stop, I'd say it's now.
Wow. Hesitation
And he
from
does
Pardo.
not. All the
But
way
there he
up,
goes.
moves the chains and then some. Pardo still shifting through that line with ease, like he has been all game long. Now they get it into West County territory.
And 11 yards. It's going to be first and 10 at the 44 of West County.
A little bit of high snap. He goes right back
There's Madrigal.
to Madrigal, who gets the full 10.
And if he didn't trip there, he might have gotten a lot more.
Absolutely.
Adrian Madrigal, the ball carrier.
Correction, they will not give him the first down. It'll be a 2nd and 1.
Liam Drake made the tackle. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1 at the 35.
So counting down from 3:20. And the clock game has been everything for Santa Rosa. Now Pardo is going to take it himself. Has an opening all the way past the 25 and all down to about the 24. That'll move the chains once again.
About before a gain of 13 yards.
Pardo's going to be given a rest here.
First and 10, Santa Rosa at the 24.
Looks like Hudson Carolyn will go back under center as the Wildcat.
You'd have to think they'd give it to Madrigal here.
And they do. So Madrigal outside. The
Oh
stiff
my
arm
God.
has him about a yard,
Strong
maybe
tackle.
back to the line of scrimmage.
Strong
And
stuff.
there's your
Madrigal
first
tackled by
big
Ian
stop of the day
Hohader
against
and
that running
Andre
game.
Pena.
Pena, Hohader.
No gain on the play.
You're trying to trick him with that outside run, but the two guys that were there able to come up with a big stop there. You know, now if you're West County, now you know that you can stop Madrigal.
Even if you have to throw 2 or 3 guys at him, yeah. There's
And
Pardo
back to
again,
Pardo.
right back in.
Oh, and he only gets about,
Strong
he might have
stuff.
gone right back to the line of scrimmage.
Cassius Bradbury.
Pardo is brought down quickly by Cassius Bradbury.
It's going to be a 3rd and long, the first one we've seen in a while. Now,
That's exactly
the real
what
9 from the 23.
question is, what do they do here? You know, they might go back to that fake run in the pass, but honestly, I think at this point, West County would have that locked up.
Yeah, there's
Gonna
Pardo
take it
again.
himself, and he gets a few, about 6 or so,
Not enough
with
for the
forward
first.
progress, but not enough for the first. It'll bring up 4th down,
Pardo that time was tackled by
and
Tyler
you
Ford.
bet they're going to be going for this 4th down right here. This right here. This is West County's chance.
This is high school football at its finest. This is
Absolutely.
absolutely one that where a field goal would be taken at any higher level because, I mean,
You have to play much more conservatively.
oh yeah.
Now, a field goal would make it an 8-point game, which would, of course, require the 2-point conversion.
And maybe that's why they called a timeout. Just talk that over.
Do we want to do this?
Yeah.
You know, you either A, you know, give yourself, you know, somewhat comfort in, like, you know, being up by an entire score
Yeah.
as the phone lights going off in the Santa Rosa crowd. They're really getting into it.
Impressive amount of spirit for an away team.
Absolutely.
Good to not see those bleachers empty like every other game.
Yeah. Now with the merger between El Molino and Annalee becoming West County, it completely packs the home stands full.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd of 2 schools packing in. There are very few empty seats.
And it's a great sight to see. It's something that many of us probably didn't think would ever happen.
Here we go. The big 4th down.
Oh, they're trying to get him to jump, and they did.
And they did.
Or did.
Look,
What are they going to call? False start.
Or is it a false start?
Wow.
It is a false start. Absolutely huge for West County.
I was going to say, West County
And it's
looked
going to
way
be
too
a
happy
4th
for an
and long
offside.
now. Now, you make it a lot harder. And now, of course, you're pretty much out of field goal range.
Oh, yeah. Especially for the high school level.
You have to go for it. It looks like they're going to bring Astabiza in, as they're going to be most likely going for that passing play. This is going to be Astabiza, I believe his 5th play of the whole game. He's lining up out of the shotgun with 2 wildcats on either side. Comes down to this. Throwing wide open,
Wow.
He's got it.
Oh, no.
And did he get the first? He's short. He is short. West County has the ball.
No,
Did they call it?
They called
No, they give him the
Wow.
first.
That's
A huge pickup for Santa Rosa.
The tackle was made by number 13, John.
How did he get that?
And everybody on the side of West County is wondering where that turnover went.
Man. I've seen some strange calls on this end of the field. It's Pardo again.
You just got to bring out to the
Oh,
outside.
wow.
He's got his opening all the way inside. 5 ball comes out. Who's on it? Who is on
West
it?
County?
It was in the end zone.
They got it.
And the Tigers, West County has it in the end zone for the touchback.
Now that is how
What
you
an
swing this game.
unbelievable turn of events.
Just before we head into the
The
fourth.
turnover that didn't get the call, and then Pardo fighting for the extra yards, loses it at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
And the Tigers get it back just down a score. This is unbelievable. And I couldn't ask for a more intense game than this.
Oh, yeah. What a great way to start off our season.
Absolutely.
Another great game to start off whatever history we'll have as West County.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of these mistakes being made can just be, narrowed down to first week jitters.
Oh, yeah.
Long looking
Look
over
at
the
the throw.
middle. He's in
That's
trouble,
not
and
ideal.
down he. No,
Oh.
they didn't. They called him down, but he's still on his feet.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
There's a Santa Rosa player down.
And a
on
Santa
the
Rosa
field.
player is down. They called him down on the play, and his knee wasn't even close.
Yeah, that is not a good sight. A lot of coaches going out there for that Santa Rosa player. Paramedics out there right away.
Oh, and that's not what you want to see. Number 63, that's Brighton DeVita. Unbelievable. Man, at this point, if you're Coach Bourdon, you ought to be livid with some of these calls.
Oh, yeah.
You had earlier with the pass interference where the guy was knocked to the ground about a whole second before the ball arrived. No call there. You had the turnover. The ball was tucked, and so his head was beyond the first down marker, but the ball wasn't.
And you also have to acknowledge the call that Solomon Hall had called against him for the unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline tackle that he had that put Santa Rosa right into the red zone.
Yeah, the personal foul.
Yeah.
Second and 22 yards to go. The ball's on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that,
And you have to think that
you know,
Long being whistled down there has to be something out of not wanting to see an injury in the first week. But
possibly.
we've seen the same thing in preseason football in the NFL. You don't want to see quarterbacks going down with an injury before you even get to the.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they'll start from a second and very long. Second and
Wow.
22. Here comes
No
the rush.
blocks.
The pitch.
Jaden
And
Brady.
he's got the Braden. Got an opening. Past the 30. No, past the 20. Down at about the 24.
What a way to turn around a play that almost looked like it was gonna end in a
Unbelievable. That
safety.
was dead in the water.
Wow.
And they broke free.
And that's going to end the quarter.
Finally brought down by number 22, Don Lavis.
And that right there concludes the third quarter.
A gain of 16 yards.
Everything coming down to the wire in this one.
This is going to be an interesting game to
At the
watch end.
24-yard line.
Absolutely.
When the fourth quarter begins.
You know, this gives me shades of the first game in the shortened season earlier this year, the spring season that they played due to the fall season of 2020 being canceled due to obvious reasons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that game ended with St. Vincent being 4 yards short of the win. And it was actually twice throughout that game that they were 4 yards short at the end of a quarter. It was first in the end of the first half, into the second quarter, what would have been their first score of the game. They were 4 yards short. And then at the end of the game, the Hail Mary downfield was caught by Dante Antonini at the 5-yard line. And he almost ran it all the way in, but because he had to check back a little bit in order to get around tackles. But it was, you know, it made made Tigers fans' hearts go right into their throats as the teams are back out on the field to start the fourth quarter. Long over the middle, caught
Justus.
Kidd moving the chains past the 40. And there's the pickup you need.
Pass complete to Joshua Kidd for a
Joshua Kidd, just a deadly force on those mid-range slants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the low
Kidd.
snap.
Wow.
Now it throws wide
Solomon
open
Hall.
at the 50 to
got
Hall, and he gets past, and he picks up another first down.
Tackle on the sideline made by Don Lavis for another West County first down.
Things are picking up.
First and 10 at the 46.
So here they are, the passing game coming back alive.
Ooh.
Now the handoff, got him
Brady.
past the 40.
What a run.
In the
What
clear.
a run.
And he is flying all the
go.
way about
got there.
40
He got the
yards
pylon.
and a touchdown. And West County leads
46 yards.
46 yards for Brady.
Loving it.
And West County just got the pickup they needed.
What a game.
What a play. Breaking the tackles, finding his opening, getting his blocks. Just an overall perfect play from the West County offense as they will be setting up for the extra point here.
Talk about finding a rhythm for Jaden Brady. He had a
You know, come
great
to think of it, I
return.
wonder if they're going to fake it here because they're only up by 1. If you get the 2-point conversion, you're up by a
Yeah.
field goal. Setting up.
But do you
setting up
put that
with-
much faith in expecting a field
And
goal
the
from
kick
Santa Rosa?
is right down the pipe. And West County leads by 2 once again.
Nothing's kicks have been very strong so far.
Yeah, Nothing has been absolutely dead on during this game. And now West County leads 28-26 on the biggest drive we've seen since the first half. Absolute clutch performance right there from Brady on the handoff.
Remember, they were down 14-26 a quarter ago.
That
and
is
they got
true.
that stop on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and that's seeming a lot more clutch right now as they have the lead now. You know, not comfort, but they do have the lead.
And they lead by those 2 points that they prevented on that 1 2-point conversion.
All because of a fumble at the 1 yard line. It's all those turnovers that make such a big difference in the game. You know, you notice when Santa Rosa's when their runners are when they're playing more conservatively, and it looks like the return team and kicking team are on the wrong sides of the field. A little bit of a miscue there, but we're back.
High school football.
Absolutely. Bradbury will be kicking off for West County.
What do we think? Another onside kick here?
I wouldn't.
Oh, absolutely
not. At this point, you lose it and you set them up at the 50-yard line. That's not.
But we've seen crazier tonight.
This is true. And
No,
here it
he's
is.
going
It's going to be
normal
a full-on kick all the way back.
Oh,
they're going to let it go. And it's going to stop
Wow.
at the 4. They're going to take it out there.
Ooh.
Moving his way to the inside.
Man.
And now he's down at about the 20. A good return right there, getting them out of their own end zone. And now a lot more, a lot better of a positioning, as that was Angel Villanueva with the return, and he definitely did his job there. So right here, the clock is honestly, at this point with 11 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game, I couldn't tell you at this point who has the clock in their favor.
This is anybody's game.
Because, you know, in any regular, you know, game where it's, you know, regular slow running offense, I would say that that West County has it in their favor. But with how slow and methodical Santa Rosa is with their running game and how they're able to just take massive chunks off the board, you know, you just can't tell at this point. And you know, if anything, you just need to come up with a defensive stop.
There goes Pardo again.
And Pardo taking it to the outside, and he's behind the line of scrimmage. He gets back there. He's going to get about a gain of, looks like 3 on the play.
But West County's starting to be able to stop some of these short runs, which is a promising sign.
Absolutely.
Tackle made by number 74, Eli Merrick. Gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 on the play.
22.
And with an average, you know, average yardage of 2, you know, that's pretty good. If you can just keep that going, as they give it to the big man.
Oh yeah.
All the way up to about the 28. And he's going to get them close to the first down. Madrigal trucking everybody as he's been doing.
So what happens now?
6 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 27.
So a 3rd and short, and man, I couldn't tell you if they'd punt it away here if they don't convert.
Don't have Pardo out there.
And it's going to be, he's stopped here on the 3. I think that's going to be enough.
Looked to me like
that
it might
was
have
Carolyn on the carry,
inches.
And they do give it to him.
Wow, they give it to him.
And he's tackled by number 12, Anthony Pacheco. The gain of 3 on the play is enough for a Santa Rosa first down at the 30.
Santa Rosa just chipping away. Already down to about 9.5.
West County players trying to get some more noise out of this crowd.
That's what I'm saying. They've only gone about 10 yards. They've already took about a minute and a half off the board, and he goes right back to Carolyn. He gets about 3.
Not much there.
Hudson Carroll, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Liam Drake. No gain.
Now the clock down.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Clocking down to about 9.
It's already 2 minutes off of the clock.
Which is what I'm saying. You have to come up with the defensive stop. The clock is absolutely not on your side here. Especially with them only needing to get in field goal range.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to go right back to
Carolyn
Carolyn. And he's going to pick up
Wow.
a bunch. Past the 40 to about the 44. More than enough for a first down.
Hudson Carroll on the ball
He doesn't have
carrier.
the same size advantage that Madrigal has, so you should be able to stop him short there, but man, defense cannot bring him down on
It's
these
a lot
short
of
gains.
It's a lot about the leg strength.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're just able to keep pushing. And another thing is, when even if you weigh more, you're stronger than them. If they come, at a run
Oh, yeah.
to you and you're standing still, getting off a block, not much you can do. As Carolyn about 5 on the play. He goes down about the 46.
Hudson Carroll is tackled by Luke Castleberry.
And they give him 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7, less than I anticipated. Here it is, and he's going to take it himself.
There.
Carolyn again, all the way. He's about 1 yard away from the marker.
Carroll the ball carrier.
Off goes Carolyn.
Tackled by Cassius Bradbury.
You know,
Gain of 5 on that play.
this might be weird to say, but if you're,
At the 50.
but if you are West County, I would give up some of those chunks. Make them get to the goal line quicker, because the thing is, the best thing you can have is the clock on your side.
Yeah.
And
There's
Pardo
Pardo.
again to the outside, gets
Can he
stuck
bring
on his
him
own
down?
man,
They got him.
and he's going to be down
Oh,
there,
there's a
and a
flag.
flag is down.
What is the flag for?
He was
Face
behind
mask
the line of
on the
scrimmage,
defense.
and it's going to be a face
Oh,
mask.
Man. That is brutal.
You know, I'd say an absolute killer, but with them needing to save time, those 15 yards,
Flag has been thrown.
you want them to score faster here, because with the momentum they have, they're going to score here. They're absolutely going to score. With how conservatively they are playing, it's very unlikely, for them to repeat what happened in the last drive with the fumble at the 1 yard line.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to learn from that. 'Cause, that right there could be the game. If
Yeah.
he gets into the end zone, or if he just stops there, and then they get in the end zone on the next
That is
play.
a 5-yard penalty against West County. That gives the Panthers a first down.
But West County just needs one more of those plays to go their way, and whole different ball game.
They need to keep the clock on their side. It's going to be Carolyn again up the middle. He got a couple. Looks like about a gain of 3.
Hudson Carroll under the ball that time. He was tackled by number 50, Lucas Castleberry. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 at the 43.
And there's the flag, as it looks like 51 might have jumped offsides. That's a no thig.
Ah.
And they're gonna get another 5 yards.
Offside has been called against West County. 5-yard penalty.
That makes it a second and short. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 2 from the 30 side.
They go to 22 this time, who pushes up for the first down. That's Aiden Lemus.
For Santa Rosa.
Another weapon.
Yeah. Another big runner.
Tackled by Nicholas Wilson. 5-yard gain is a counter first down. First and 10 from the 32.
Here we are, 1st and 10 from inside the 35. Taking it himself. Carolyn still fighting. They tried to strip it. Nothing happening though. He goes down at about the 25.
Hudson Carolyn is tackled by Tyler Sword.
So far, West County still has the clock on their side. It was 5:34 to go.
At the 25.
It looks like Santa Rosa has figured out that West County has some sort of answer for Madrigal and Pardo, but so they're throwing completely different looks at them now.
Absolutely. That's going to be Nolan Frost on the direct snap. He's going to get a chunk.
Yet another different combination.
It's going to be down inside the 20.
Nolan Frost, the ball carrier that time. Gain 7 yards. That's going to be a Santa Rosa first down.
That does get the first down, and it looks like Frost.
Oh, Ian Hohader.
Oh, it looks like Hohader is down.
That is not a good thing.
Absolutely, one of the weapons of that offense, someone you need if you're going to be fighting the clock.
And he is not somebody who goes down easily. He is in a lot of pain.
Absolutely. He's trying to get up. It might be his knee.
Oh, man.
Those knee injuries, they kill you, especially as a wide receiver.
You don't want to see that in the first game of the season.
Absolutely. He's getting up under his own weight. He's trying to walk it off.
Looks like he might be able to.
And he's going to take a break, but with him being able to walk it all the way to the sideline, I would put my cards on a return once West County gets the ball back.
Yeah, unless somebody physically stops him from going back in that game, he's going to get back in that game.
Yeah, because Hohader, he's he's not only a weapon, he's a trooper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a tough dude. He's smiling on the sidelines. There's the run up the middle. Frost
again.
with a head of steam all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Nolan Frost, the ball carrier that time.
Nolan Frost putting on a show.
Tackled by Josh Andrews. But that gain of 11 yards is enough for Santa Rosa first down. It's going to be
So
first and goal.
4:46 left.
Drive is getting up to 7 minutes long now. Taking
Absolutely.
a lot of time off
That's
the clock.
exactly what I was saying. But now at this point, now you really need to hold them off. You know, drain a little bit more off that clock. You want to get that clock to about like 3 minutes.
There goes
As
Pardo.
Pardo pushing his way up, gets down to about the 1-yard line. And that will most likely clock us within the 4 minutes.
Looked like Pardo got about a 6-play break there. And then right back in and right back into the fire.
Now, the reason why I'd say 3 minutes is prime territory for a fourth quarter winning drive is because you can either use up all 3 minutes of it, or if you score within a minute of it, you make them go through a 2-minute drill. And from what we have seen from Santa Rosa, their passing game isn't great.
No.
They would have to rely completely on the running game. And for a 2-minute drill, when you have to be constantly stopping the clock, that can be an absolute game changer.
If West County can get points on the board after this drive, I mean, it is very much in their favor.
Absolutely. With the handoff, Carolyn to the end zone.
Looks like he broke the plane.
No signal
call?
yet.
Wow.
And they mark him short.
Wow.
This
That'll
is
be
going to
very
be
close.
a second and
Within the one.
inches. Heck, I'm going to be a little bit more
Third.
confident. Second and oh, wow, third down. It's going to be a third down and just, millimeters to go. All you got to do is, just, get yourself a, snap it right to your guy instead of going out of the shotgun and then just reach under your center.
But you have some
You can get the
serious
yardage.
question to ask if Madrigal isn't in there. Why not have the big
Well,
man
it's
in there?
it's possible that he's out of steam.
Yeah.
They're making sure to drain every second off of the clock that they can.
Oh, yeah. Timeout.
And now they will take the timeout. I believe they did just clock out the game clock. 2:30 to go exactly. Well, of course they're now past that prime territory. With the score here, it's only going to take a couple of seconds off of the clock from here. You get the ball with 2:20 to go, including the kickoff. And honestly speaking, West County has a pretty good opportunity here.
Yeah, I mean, they've been living off of the big plays. They've been living off the big plays tonight, and I think
Absolutely.
that, I mean, there's no reason why they can't get another one here.
Josh
if they do
Kidd
give
and
up a score
Hohaver.
here. Oh, yeah, and Hohader's back out there.
And Hohader is back out there. The trooper that we know him to be.
Alex has graduated from camp. I'm doing scorekeeping because Zayne's not doing it.
So here we go. 2:30 to
Pardo.
go.
Yeah,
And
Pardo.
Pardo walks in
he
for the
got there.
touchdown. And Santa Rosa leads with 2:26 to go.
Made it look easy. No reason not to go for 2 here.
Absolutely.
But even if they do get the 2-point
Pardo,
conversion here,
that's his third of the day.
oh, you've got someone down on the field.
And we have another
Oh, is it
injury on the
Hohader
field.
again? No.
Oh, Hohader
Anthony
was helping him
Pacheco.
up. It's number 12.
Anthony Pacheco.
That's Anthony
Yeah.
Pacheco.
Yet another guy you don't want to see have
Yeah,
to deal with something.
absolutely.
But he's getting off the field on his own power.
That's
he looks to
good.
be okay.
So it looks like he's still got some left in him. I mean, he's getting off the field a lot easier than Hohaver did.
Oh yeah.
Now here comes a big 2-point conversion here.
But even if they do get the 2-point conversion here, I mean, touchdown and an extra point from West County will get them the lead.
This is true. And of course, they go for the regular extra points, only a 5-point lead. So at this point,
No
it
difference
doesn't
over
even
the
matter.
4. Yeah.
So here comes the 2-point conversion
Watch Pardo.
to Pardo, and
got
he
there.
marches his way in.
Wow.
And Santa Rosa has another 2. So with 2:26 to go, West County needs the end zone. If it were me speaking, they still have the clock in their favor. 2:26, that is plenty of time. And even if you get, you get a few plays and then a big play, you take only a minute off the clock, then that, that only gives Santa Rosa about a minute left. And, as we've seen from earlier, the passing game is nowhere near the efficiency of that power and that finessing running game.
Oh yeah.
Of just, finding every little gap, because, while that running game and, it's a matter of between little chunks and massive gaps.
Yeah.
And Santa Rosa is a team of massive gaps. So if West County can take it all the way to the house, then they will be in a prime position. Because even with the way that Santa Rosa marches down the field, with them having to run it, even with all 3 of their timeouts, that's not going to be enough.
No.
They're going to have to resort to the passing game. And, of course, the West County defense has been stellar against the pass. There's the squib taken out by Byzantine. Moving to the outside. Now back to the middle. Gets past first wave. And there he goes! Past the 40. Down to the 35-yard line.
What a return by
Byzantine with the run of his life. 2:15 to go. And they are in prime position.
What a strong run.
Absolutely huge run. And now West County can clock it.
But now it's time to capitalize on that. We've
And
had a
oh
few
man,
times
if
where they haven't been able to
wasn't
capitalize.
for that one last man who got a hand on Byzantine, he would have been all the way to the house, and we would have been looking at a completely different game from my prediction.
And we'll get to see if that's another one of those what-if moments that we've seen so many of.
And this is definitely giving me some flashbacks to that game against St. Vincent de Paul last year. You know, with everything coming down to the last minute.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
we just have to hope that West County aren't the ones that end up on the 4-yard line this time.
I think West County needs to get on that slant just a little bit more, and it looks like,
Jaden Brady.
like Brady was down on the play.
Interesting. Fascinating. That
And
was off the ball.
he's able to get up under his own power.
What happened there?
But that is a pretty costly loss for the offense. We don't know how many plays he's going to be gone. And his replacement is going to be Jack Izzarelli. Will be the back for Sammy Long.
You expect a throw
Tigers
from
need
Long
to go
here.
for shorter plays, and the
There's
screen to
Hohaver.
Hohaver, and he only
Brought
gets
down
back to the
fairly
line
quickly.
of scrimmage. And no gain on the play. Now the clock ticking in within that 2 minutes. Looking to his left, throws, and it's tipped up in the air and almost intercepted.
Wow. Looking for Solomon Hall.
That's going to bring us to a 3rd and long. Incomplete on the screen. And now it's going to come down to a 3rd and 10.
This is what Sammy Long wants.
Long with a 3-step drop. Up top,
Josh
Kidd.
Kidd.
In and up. Incomplete. Out of the
Can't hang on.
hands.
Wow.
And it'll bring a 4th and long.
Great throw by Sammy Long.
It
Josh
was a good
Kidd is
throw, but it's a
not happy
tough
with
catch
himself.
by Josh Kidd.
Very
It's a
tough
tough catch.
to make, but Josh
Yeah,
holds himself to a very high standard.
Because his corner was able to get a hand on it.
And now what?
The 4th and long.
4th and 10.
Watch for that inside slant.
They still have all 3 timeouts
Everything
left.
down to this. The snap. Throws.
Hohaver.
It's caught!
Broke it.
Hohaver at the 20! All the
What
way
a
to the
play.
15-yard line!
Ian
And the
Hohaver.
conversion works! The inside cut back to Hohaver, and he just gave them the first down they needed.
Even limping from the previous injury, still able to do it.
This man is a soldier. Time down to 1:33. I believe, no, the clock's now ticking down, and the handoff over the middle as,
Izzarelli.
excuse me, Izzarelli not able to get anything big right there.
1 yard.
1:16 to go. This game
About to take under a minute.
taking a few years off of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I'd say it's worth it. He's
Oh,
in
behind.
trouble. Rolling
Get the ball
out.
off.
Down
Oh.
he goes. Down at the 16. The pressure got to him.
Tough spot to be in.
It's going to be another 3rd and long.
It'll be 3rd and 14.
Looks like Coach Bourdon is going to use a timeout to talk to the offense.
Absolutely.
And the timeout has been called by West County.
Honestly, West County's passing game has been really effective on the inside.
Oh, yeah. And when
A
you
lot
have
of those big
such
pickups,
strong receivers like Josh Kidd and Ian Hohaver.
a lot of big receptions from Josh Kidd, and then Hohaver coming up with the big play right there. Even limping you know, still able to get that big pickup on the 4th down. So here we are. Another 3rd and long. He's got 5 wideouts. They're going all out for this one.
Watch Hohader on the right side, though.
Looking to his left. Pumps those over the middle. Caught Hohaver inside the 10. Diving for the goal line. He's got it.
Got there.
Touchdown. West County. Hohaver.
He was alone on the right side.
With the absolute drive of their lives, West County has taken the lead with 46 to go.
And now for Aiden Othig to step
The
up one more
passing
time.
play, and Hohaver, the hero for West County in this
Both
drive.
sides. Ian Hohader.
The 4th down conversion, the touchdown on a 3rd and 13, absolutely improbable.
Ian Hohader with the touchdown, 65-yard
And now both
reception
teams
earlier.
have the stadium weight on their shoulders.
And remember that Ian Hohader had the interception earlier in the game that
He
swung
did.
almost all the momentum. Timeout.
Timeout. West
Now West County deciding, not quite sure at this point, because the game is tied. You gotta go for, for the field goal, because Nothig has been absolutely automatic throughout this game.
It looked like more than anything that Nothig wanted to talk something over with the blockers
Maybe.
there. So it looked like he was the one who was trying to make that decision.
Yeah, as they will be lining up.
Andre
Nothig,
Pena will hold.
the extra point. They haven't taken the lead yet. They need to hit this extra point here.
Brendan Fox will snap.
Brendan Fox, long snapper. The crowd's
Aiden
going
Othig
crazy. Here it is.
One more time.
The snap. Hold is good. The kick is
He
right
got it.
down the middle. West County leads.
Santa Rosa players just look distraught, but they
An
still have
absolute
47
gut punch.
seconds.
But the thing is, 46 seconds is still plenty of time.
Can't think it's over yet.
In the game against St. Vincent, they drove down to the 4-yard line with just 38 seconds left.
Yeah, this game is not over.
This is absolutely a repeat. Only the difference being that in the St. Vincent game, the St. Vincent Mustangs were down 19-0 at the beginning of the 4th quarter, and they came back to take the lead. This time, it's just been a complete seesaw. And as I predicted earlier, the offensive shootout.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a total of 69 points on the board today. An absolute madhouse on the field.
This is what you love about high school football.
Absolutely. High school and college football.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with the defense is not being as, you know, as tuned as they are in the NFL.
Oh, no.
You know, this is where you get the intense stuff. And, you know, with that said, Santa Rosa can come up with a big one right here.
Yep. All starts right here on the kick return.
There's still, you know, a field goal wins it.
Santa Rosa does still have a timeout.
Yeah, the one timeout, but they're going to have to count on their passing game.
Yep.
Because,
we haven't seen much of it.
You know, with the running game, you know, unless they can get some massive chunks, you know, nothing's really gonna come of that. And the ball comes down at the 25, and he's got nowhere to go.
Bordon is loving it.
Bordon going crazy as Hudson Carolyn not able to get anything much more out of that, as the clock now down to 43 seconds. Everything coming down to this drive. Everything down to the wire. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I think by the time we're within 10 seconds, they're going to be at the 20-yard line.
Who knows?
They're going to be within striking distance, and this is going to be legitimately down to the last play.
We've seen it all in this game.
Absolutely.
There's that last timeout.
And now they call the timeout.
Wow.
And there it goes.
That is not when
If
you want to
you're
use that.
talking about clock management,
man.
and confusion on the line.
Yep. Santa Rosa coach just threw his headset on the field. He is not happy
And I
with
don't
that.
blame him. That is a huge, that's a huge mistake right there.
That's a mental error.
It is, and you got to feel bad for the man.
Oh, absolutely.
You got 43 seconds left, and now the only way you can stop the clock is by getting out of bounds or spiking the ball.
Yep.
I will still say, though, not over yet. When you get, guys like Pardo and Carolyn, when they get into the open, they can run.
Oh, yeah.
And if West County leaves any little gap in there, one of those guys could take it the distance. And remember, they just need a field goal to win it. If they get it within the 15-yard line, they could win this game with the kick.
And Carolyn is that wide receiver right now.
Now back, very good quarterback
Oh,
throws across his
the
body,
field. Wow.
and nearly intercepted.
That is dangerous.
A #1 rule that you
Oh.
cannot break as a quarterback. You never throw across your body, and it nearly costed him.
Santa Rosa coach looks about ready to throw his headset again.
Absolutely. When you go from playing it slow and methodically to now having to travel 75 yards in just 38 seconds, the stress levels are at an all-time high.
That's a risk you have to take when you rely so much on the on the running game.
Absolutely.
You don't let the passing game warm up until the last drive.
Asabiza with the screen, back
Frost.
to Frost.
Wow.
And he almost broke free. Down to
gonna
the
bring up third
35,
down.
and now they got to
Less
spike
than
it.
30 seconds.
Clock ticking down.
They're going to have to spike it on third down?
Ti-
Yeah, they don't know what to
They will
do.
have to spike it on a third. No, they're going to go for it. 19
Yep,
seconds
he
left.
did
No, they
spike
do
it.
spike
Wow.
it. It's going to bring it down to the last play.
Oh, my.
17 seconds left.
Oh, man.
And a fourth down and one. Well, a fourth down and one. If you're Santa Rosa's coach, you got to decide between going back to the running game and getting the guaranteed conversion, or do you go for the big play because you need to consume the field?
But what I'm wondering is what happened to Madrigal? He was out there and he was getting big plays for them, and then
He
he's
might
just-
he might
just
have had
off.
like some sort of nagging injury. As
lingering
there
injury.
is the
Yeah,
throw
they're
to the
gonna
left
get it.
side, caught his man
Wow.
number 84. Nowhere to go.
Good
Down at the
tackle.
40. Clock down
clock's
from
running.
10 seconds.
They're not going to be able to get it off. Oh, never mind. Clock's up.
The clock does stop,
Because they gained the first. Yep. Clock stops on a first down.
and they do gain the first. Oh, the
But
flag
it's
is
going right
down.
now. Flag's out. What's the flag
I have
for?
absolutely no idea what's going on at this
What is
point.
that? What
My
are
heart is beating at about
And now we wait.
3,500 beats per minute.
What do they signal?
This flag is actually really huge.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's on Santa Rosa, that could kill any chance that you had. If it's on West County,
What?
it makes things interesting to say the least.
Even the refs look confused.
Everybody's losing their mind.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
False
a
start
false
on the
start.
offense.
A false start called on Santa Rosa. 6 seconds left. They get one play,
Wow.
and West County ought to play prevent. Here we are. The game in the bounce.
Clock's running. Clock's
With the
running.
stadium on his shoulders.
Let's see.
Throws over the middle.
Incomplete.
And
That is the
incomplete.
game.
That's it.
West
West
County
County wins it in an absolute heart-wrencher.
How
West
about
County comes
that?
out on top 35-34.
What a way to start the West County chapter.
And what a way to begin this new chapter for this high school. After the merger of Anley and El Molino becoming West County, they have united together and pulled off one of the most bone-chilling wins I have ever seen. And that does it. The final score of this game, West County High School 35 and Santa Rosa 34. Thank you for watching, everybody. You have a nice rest of your evening.